This video was brought to you by stntrading.eu. They enhance your trading experience by offering extremely fast automated trading services for both TF2 and CSGO. Check them out in the description below. Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be doing another Fashion Fortress 2 video, and we've got some pretty cool loadouts today. We've got one for the Pyro and two for the Engineer, and I'm actually quite interested to see what you guys think about these ones, because there's quite a variety of like the budgets and stuff like that, and the looks and stuff like that, so it's going to be interesting. Either way, without any more delay, let's get into it. So here we have the first loadout, and it consists of the Lunatic's Leathers, the Bruiser's Bandana, and the Vintage Merryweather. There is also a strange Killstreak Degreaser, a specialised Killstreak Festive Flare Gun, and a professional Killstreak Extinguisher. Now, my first thoughts on this loadout is that the Lunatic's Leathers, the Bruiser's Bandana, and the Merryweather actually look pretty awesome together. I don't think I have ever seen this combination anywhere, but honestly, it's actually looking pretty cool, and I do really enjoy the look of this set. Obviously, the items are, I think they're like an old Pyro set. They used to be the best weapon set to use, and now a bunch of it's got nerfed and stuff like that, but it's still a pretty nice looking weapon set together, even though, you know, it might not be the most viable. Please don't get mad at me if I'm wrong about that. I really like the way all the cosmetics look together, mainly because they're all like very dark cosmetics. Like the Vintage Merryweather is mostly black, and so is the Bruiser's Bandana, but then that blends in sort of with the Pyro's mask and kind of adds like a cool design to it, I think, which actually looks pretty nice. I've never really seen that done before anywhere. Like, I know people have done it, but I haven't ever seen it. And obviously the Lunatic's Leathers adds some cool little decorations to the Pyro's jacket and like makes it look just a little bit different. Like, yeah, there's quite a few changes to it, and those changes make actually quite a big difference. If I was to suggest any improvements for this set, I would say possibly get either a vintage Merryweather if your budget isn't as high as you might think, or maybe even get an unusual Merryweather, like maybe a smoking one to match with the whole black type theme or the dark type theme, and I think that would just look amazing. Like, definitely a smoking Merryweather would just add to the whole set if you can afford one. If not, then a vintage Merryweather would just make it look that much better. Thank you so much for sending me this loadout. I really actually quite like it, and let's get on to the next one. Also, thank you so much for those of you who have told me improvements to make on how long things like this should stay on the screen. I'm going to be trying to change up a few of the little things here and there, and we'll see how it works from there. So if you do like anything in this video, or you think something should change, let me know in the comments, and I'd love to hear it. So for the second loadout of today's video, we have the Memory Leak Unusual Merc's Mohawk painted lime green. We have the Max's Severed Head also painted lime green, and we have a Strange Dead of Night painted green. And then we have obviously a Strange Shotgun, a Strange Pistol, and a Festive Specialized Killstreak Strange Jag as well. So that is actually pretty insane and quite an amazing set. So in the email, this guy said he has 90 keys as his budget based on the backpack.tf prices. The theme is lime green, and he just loves that colour. He said it wasn't because he wanted to be that prick that taunts every time he gets a kill, but they're his favourite hats, favourite colour, so he wears them. Which I think is, you know, fair enough, because if he likes the colour, he can paint them and not be a tryhard, I guess. I don't know. One of his improvements is that he wants to get more engineer specific items in this loadout. So right now you can see that all three of his items are all class. The Dead of Night, all class. Max's Severed Head, all class. And the Merc's Mohawk is all class. But the reason for this is that he doesn't spend much money on TF2. So when he does, he wants to get all class hats so he can wear them for every single class and not have to buy individual things for each class. But, I mean, if he did get a bigger budget at some point, I think some engineer-specific items would actually look pretty nice, this loadout, and would actually add quite a lot to it. Maybe something like a lime-painted beard instead of the Dead of Night would actually look pretty good, because that green and that really dark black doesn't look the best together. I mean, it's nice, and I get that it's meant to be a black jacket, and you've painted it green. That just doesn't really work for me. But if it's one of your favourite cosmetics, then don't change it just because I've said so. This guy's favourite part of his loadout is the unusual, mainly because it has his favourite effect. He says it's a nice looking hat and it's a 1 of 1 unusual, so that actually adds a pretty cool element to this set. The fact that the unusual is 1 of 1 makes this much more unique, much more exclusive to this owner, and it just makes this a set that nobody else can actually replicate. They can have similar to it, but they won't be able to make it exactly the same, so that's cool. If this was a set I had myself, I would definitely change the unusual effect to phosphorus, as it is like another robo effect. It's green, it's really nice, it will fit the set really well, but I'm not actually going to suggest that for this loadout, mainly because the guy who owns this says that this unusual effect is his favourite effect, so there'd be no point changing it if, you know, this effect is his favourite, and, you know, like, why would you change that if you love it so much? So I do have to say this is probably one of the coolest sets I've seen in quite a while in TF2, and definitely the best we've had on Fashion Fortress so far, or at least one of the best. So thank you so much for sending that in, it's really awesome. So here we have the final loadout of the video. It consists of the virtual reality headset, the Antarctic researcher, and the genuine Pip-Boy, along with like a rust bot killer, a strange rescue ranger, and a Lugamorph. So this set is supposed to represent a cyborg adventurer, and it is also a low budget loadout. So actually that's quite good, considering you didn't have a high budget. I mean, a genuine Pip-Boy is pretty awesome to find. I don't really see many of them around anymore. And the Rustbot Killer Wrench is really nice as well, something quite different. And also a Lugamorph is quite rare. I mean, I guess if you had Pokénite in the inventory, you could have already had that thing. But it's still a pretty nice touch to see it on a loadout like this, especially when the loadout is supposed to be a low budget one. So all that was really said about this loadout in the email that was sent to me was that he just wanted me to suggest changes to it. Now, first thing, I'm going to say what I like about this. I really like the way the virtual reality headset and the Pip-Boy work together. Honestly, I'm not too keen on the Antarctic researcher for part of this set, because I don't really think it goes that well. Like, yes, I get the whole cyborg researcher thing, having the Antarctic researcher in it and making that bit work, but honestly I don't know if that works too well with the virtual reality headset. But I'm not too sure what you'd actually put there instead. I don't think the theme is a very easy theme to make within Team Fortress 2, because it is quite a difficult one that hasn't really been visited all that often in updates and stuff like that. So maybe changing the theme would actually be, or yield better results for you. Honestly, I'm not too sure what else to suggest with this loadout. I mean, I guess maybe upgrade the bot killer, make the weapons kill streak or something like that. But the cosmetics for me just don't really seem to work that well together. I do really like the idea of the set, and I think it is quite an original idea and something that hasn't really been seen that much in TF2 before. However, I'm not too sure that there are weapons there that are, or cosmetics there, sorry, that back up this theme and actually make it a reality and make it really look good at the same time. I mean, maybe if you change the Antarctic research to something else, then it would work quite well. Or if you just had a regular hat mixed together with the virtual viewfinder, then you could actually have a pretty awesome looking set, and you could just replace the Antarctic researcher with the virtual viewfinder, get rid of the virtual reality headset, add a regular hat in there, and I think that would work quite well. I mean, that's if you wanted to keep the Pip-Boy in the loadout. I mean, if you didn't, then keep the Antarctic researcher. But if you do want to keep the Pip-Boy, which I would recommend because it's actually really awesome, then you can get rid of the two top hats and change them for something else. Honestly, this loadout was actually quite difficult for me to make any decisions on and try and make suggestions on, because it's something that is so different to what I normally see that I don't really know what would make this loadout work better, because generally there are some steps you can follow while making loadouts and stuff like that will make it look better, because there's normally a bunch of items in the game already that fit the theme. I might just be wrong in thinking that there aren't that many cyborg researcher engineer cosmetics in the game right now, but if you find any, please let me know so we can actually let this guy know that there are other cosmetics to use that would look better than this right now. But for now, it doesn't actually look too bad, and it's definitely something that I wouldn't mind using for a little bit. But if you did ever get a chance to change it, then maybe a mix of cosmetics would be something that would be worth it. But yeah, I do quite like this loadout anyway. So anyway, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I am so sorry about the way I might have spoken in a few of these clips. I've just got like my braces messed with yesterday, so I'm still trying to like get used to them, and it's still a little bit difficult. So if I say anything a little bit weirdly or it sounds a bit weird, then you know why. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I am so excited about April on this channel. It's going to be incredible. I can't wait for it to start. And I'm actually prepping a bunch of the videos already. So hopefully you're excited for April as much as I am possibly. And it's going to be great. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you could improve, or what I can improve, sorry, in the comments below, as feedback is what's driving this series right now. It means the world to me that you guys are still watching these videos and stuff like that, and I can't wait to just make more of them for you. So anyway, thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you all tomorrow with another video. Goodbye.